What is up, family? How are we doing today? Yo, listen, man. Welcome back to the channel. I do want to apologize because I have been very inactive due to a lot of unforeseen circumstances. Working like crazy, becoming a supervisor, managing 30 plus people, all this crazy stuff. Still trading. Actually went a little bit downhill with the trading. And that's another reason why I just didn't want to come on here and bring y'all negative energy. My job is to teach y'all, but also show y'all the reality of trading as well. But we do got our fundings. We're working on a 150K challenge in today's video. We'll be talking about how I made $1,000 on that account. Break that down really quick. But if you're new to the channel, welcome to the mother family. You feel me? And we focus on God here, personal excellence, and most importantly, winning. All right. Most importantly is God, because without God, we cannot do the things that we want to achieve the things that is in our life. If you're a believer or not, it's just what I believe in. And if you here on my channel, we're going to talk about the Lord. You feel me? And then personal excellence, man, I just want each and every one of y'all to be our best self, become the best version of you, but that's not dealing with any external stuff. That's just all internal things, and all the other stuff will eventually materialize in your life. And lastly, winning, man, because winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. Y'all are watching me, but we focusing on winning. All right. So that's why you here, man. If you're new to the channel, again, welcome to the family, and to all my peoples who've been here, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And we got stuff rolling out. I got some great stuff coming in for y'all. Don't mind the green screen. I just don't know what else to do. But I do want to bring y'all a quality video, break down this trade we took today, and get this video on. So let's get straight into it. Cool. All right, man. We over here. Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna break down this trade I took, and I want to keep it real simple. If you don't know, 100, well, potentially 300K funded soon, but this 150K challenge, we locked in today, made $1,000 in like 10 minutes. It was a beautiful trade. Actually, we're sitting at the church working on a course for y'all, right? Building out some stuff, and I actually seen the trade. I wasn't going to trade today because I didn't believe volume was in the market, and that's one of the most important things. Is sometimes most of the time you need volume. So when we paying attention to price, we want to look at time, and we want to look at our volume in these candles and such. And actually, I had the wrong direction, but this shows you don't always have to have the exact direction, but you always want to follow your plan and go with your rules. So if you're new to the channel, what I do is I trade supply and demand, ICT concepts, stuff like that. Liquidity is really what I trade. I don't care. I don't even map out supply and demand zones that much, but I still do it for you guys to see it. But I know where it's at. I just want to know where the market is potentially going, where it's going to react from, and where we can reach on the day. And that's it, because I do day trade only, no swing trade or anything. But what I want to, the first thing I mapped out in the beginning of the day is two things, right? I was on my daily, and we can go back to the daily really quick. And we got two key levels. We got a nice level here, right? Where it's like an order block. We got a big push to the upside, and then a big move to the downside. Took the lows. We took some lows down here. That is an order block in its essence, but I don't trade order blocks. I just know on the daily, once we get to this price level here, most of the time it might just tag this level and then go the opposite way. And then also, if we were to map this high and this low out here, we would be in the premium of that level. It would align up pretty great with that premium level. And then if we go on a longer term situation, we still in a discount. So we know we can get a reaction from that level, but it won't more than likely continue lower from this level. It'll probably just give us a reaction and then continue to move up, but we don't know, right? So on the daily, that's one of my levels. On the supply level side, I want to see what aligns with that line here, and we actually go down to the 1 hour and we see a pretty decent level. We got our nice order block here, and we have a nice imbalance, and we have another pretty solid order block. So I usually just take this entire area here, and all I'm doing is just mapping out the first two levels, like the two levels that price want to get to. So if I want to buy the market up, I might buy to this level or buy towards that level. If price want to go lower, then I might sell at this level or to this level. It all depends, right? So if price was to get to this level and the time and everything aligned in my setups and what I want to see happen, then I'll take those sales from this level, and I'll probably take a 1 and 2 or 1 and 3, get out the market, because I know, like we mentioned before, it's not going to go take out everything. It might not have enough power, right? We're not sure. It could, but we're not sure, right? And then as far as our demand level, I did map out this last down candle here, and all I did was just filter in the lows, just factored in the lows, because last week I actually took a loss on this trade here where price actually, I was up a lot too. But I thought we were selling. We took a high, took a low sweep, but we did tag this level. This demand level was the last level before the blow through this. So this is a strong level, regardless of what it looked like. It's a strong level. So price came there, and then we flew on Friday, and then I took a little L, right? Cool. But we know then, okay, this potentially is starting to demand change. So all I did was map this out. And then what I usually do is pull this a little bit lower just to factor in those Asia lows. I don't want to take early buys. As you see today, it respected it, but we'll get more into that. So if I just pull this back, let's say back here, right? This is what I'm looking at all morning. I have no interest in the markets, like zero. I know this is a level. I know this is a level. I know this is a very, very important level here. And once we tag this, or once we tag this, then I'll look to enter. But as price moved along on the, let's go to the 15-minute really quick. As price moved along, I begin to get a little bit more interested, a little bit more interested. And the reason being is, um, we started to get a big push, but a fight on the 1 hour. I started to see the candles fighting, and meaning that 1 hour candle was just pushing up, then it kept pushing down, pushing up, pushing down. So I seen price was wanting to make a move, but not showing intention in one direction yet. So I was in the hour still at this point, but I just want to show you how the candles. We start to see this form of, higher high, then I guess that's a higher low, then a higher high. And this is our low, but I'll show you in a second. This is our low technically, but I'm also watching my midnight price. I'm watching my Asia midline. I'm watching my Asia low. And then I got the demand down here. Price, this is the trade I want, but I would need a confirmation because this is a 130, 140 pip stop. I can't do it, right? So as we're going along, I start to see this, and then price hits my midnight price. And on the 1 hour, it'll probably show you what happened. But if we go back to the 15-minute, price started to hit this midline. And what we got really quick was a big, like, this low created a high, even though this is the extreme, it created a high, created a low, right? Soon as I seen that, I said, hey, listen, one or two things can happen. We can come here and react and continue higher, right? Or we can do this, come here and go all the way down here. Or we can do, I said one or two things. There's a couple options. And then, or we could do this, push really low, react from here, and then push all the way down to the lows. And this is what I was expecting the most. And this is what I wanted the most because I could have a tighter stop loss. So initially what I did was, as soon as this low broke and on the hour time frame, this candle broke here, which it did. I believe it showed. Let me see if it shows. Okay, it did that first. So essentially what I did was this really quick. On the 1 hour, during the moments of this candle just doesn't shoot straight down, right? This candle is bouncing and going back and forth. So once this candle actually broke here, I got in on the rejection. So essentially what I did was got in the market is right around this like midnight price level. Put my stops here initially, and then my first target was here, 1 to 122. And then I knew that somewhere 50% of this wick, which is something I could explain later, but I know from experience 50% of this wick is potentially where the price could go and then stop from there. So that's at most what I would do. But another reason, usually what I would do is take these lows, and it's what I wanted. And I wanted to sit in and wait for that. But at the same time, this low did what? Created this high. So this is our extreme level. So buyers do want to stay in the market. We could come down here and touch this extreme level, but this is the high. We created a low and then we created the higher high, right? That took out this high here. So this could hold. So I enter here, right on this candle initially. Stops was there. We get the big push. I bring my stops here. Now we got a nice trade. I couldn't scale in at all, and then we get tagged right out immediately, and then look what happens afterwards. And it flies away, right? And exactly what I believe potentially could happen at 50% of this level could hold. It did exactly that. Now I don't trade that. I don't trade this because this not giving on a 1 hour or the 15 minutes, it's not giving me enough room and breathing room to actually, this can react, come down here, then go, right? Or it could just react and then kill me, right? So I didn't take that buy for that specific reason. And I already made $1,000. I'm not a greedy person. I want my account to build over time and just go from there. So yeah, I could have took these buys, but you don't always have to have the exact direction. You just need to follow your plan and always weigh out all the different options. More than most, couple weeks ago, like a month ago, Nas was taking out the high, taking out the low, and then it was doing what it was doing, right? Recently, it hasn't been taking out that low. It's been respecting those lows or respecting those highs and not taking them out. I have another example over here where Nas highs, it never got touched, right? We never even came back to that Asia high, right? We saving it. We're saving it for another time. We might be saving this low for another time. So it's just all things that you want to keep in the back of your head and understand, hey, this could potentially happen. So in this case, taking these sales, I seen my first of all, I seen a nice little trend line liquidity here coming, which I don't even trade this, right? But I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see some type of like movement to the upside, but it's getting weaker and weaker. A lot of candles, right? We take a high ever so slightly, and then we take a low. Also in taking that low, we reject midnight price, right? So when this candle moved up here, I was already in, and then it rejected that. And then we start getting a stronger push, and I got in the market because that midnight price tells me a lot. A lot of buyers and sellers at that level, a lot of people want to trade from that level where the market opened on today. And that's essentially how I got this trade. And the most important thing that aligned with this is time. This happened at, well, not at 9:30, but from 9:30 to 10, this candle printed, or 9:30 to 9:45, this candle printed, and that is perfect timing because that's that stock market open timing. So this could have been a day trade. This could have took 2 hours to happen, but it took, less than 30 minutes to happen because essentially we got that push for the stock market open, but then you got a lot of, we was just liquidity for the day, get a bunch of sellers in and then take them all out, right? And I ended up having a beautiful exit, and thank God that that happened because it could have went another way, right? And we was on the wrong side. I was looking for buys initially, but I wanted my buys to be from somewhere down here, right? Somewhere down here, deep in this level, 50% of this level, at least something like that, around this level potentially. Take these lows, use it as liquidity. Still could happen, still a key level right here, right? But it didn't happen today, and we actually are touching this level here, which is going into the extreme of our daily level. So we just, hey, we're not really forecasting the market. We just want to pay attention and see what potentially can happen and just weigh out our options. Is it higher quality? Is it not? That was a high quality because we got the volume with it. If that was to happen at 10:30, 11, probably would have took us out and went the other way or something. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed that breakdown. It's really, really quick, $1,000 trade. Really, really simple to the point, and you guys could do this exactly how I do it. I want you to be able to take all these things that I give and then just take it and then break it down into your own way, your own personality type, and then just make it work how it work, man. Again, I've been doing this for over 2 years. Self-taught, never hired a mentor, never hire anybody. It is hard that way. I would definitely hire or find somebody who's genuinely interested in helping you, not just making money, and allow them to teach you. But I want to give you the tools to start. That way, when you do go to a mentor, you know how much value you are actually getting. If you're being taught something super basic, if you're being something taught that's complex, that can actually help you in these markets. And trading is not complex. It's literally just repetition. The more you put into this, the more you get out. And that's different from a lot of things. Some things you could put everything you have into it and you won't get that same result. But just take your time, be patient. Remember, keep God first. Always achieve personal excellence and just focus on winning, because winners win and losers focus on winners. Like y'all, man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all soon.